Hey everyone, LJ here, voice actor for the critically acclaimed pop culture phenomenon character Little Johnny. Do you enjoy our content? I enjoy our content, but I also enjoy being able to continue making it and making it better. So if you would like to support us, head on over to vessel.com/the TTV channel for all of our content a week early if you sign up for early access. And heck, even if you don't want to do that, the content is still free. It will come out in just a week and you can still watch it as though you're watching a normal YouTube video. The difference being, it supports us and supports Vessel, which is a great platform. So go ahead, head on over to vessel.com/the TTV channel and get your free trial today. And don't forget to complain in the comments about how much you hate Little Johnny in my voice. I haven't heard it yet, so please, keep doing it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, sync! Hello and welcome everybody to the LEGO BrickFeed Podcast, episode 18.
Mardi Gras.
I'm John.
I'm Meso.
I'm Ven.
And I'm Prpl.
And you're listening to TTV BrickFeed. Let's go. Now you can do Mardi Gras.
How's it going?
Now is the proper time.
Everybody.
The BrickFeed Podcast is officially an adult now. It's episode 18.
Wow.
It is officially
good.
an
It's
adult.
legal.
We are
it can
moving
vote.
up in the world.
All right.
You know what else is moving up in the world?
Don't say it.
The new LEGO Shop&Home
That was
website,
fast.
which just got
I didn't even
a
have
worldwide
time to
release.
get my answers for how's everybody's week been.
No, not even. No, I mean, the opportunity presented itself, and I took and ran with it. But we can talk about your week if you
Nah,
want.
let's not do that.
My week
have an
was
interesting
I
week?
wanted to buy some Lego sets from this new fancy Lego website, but decided against it because it's too much money. That was my week.
Wow.
Wow.
Not even the layout
You
could
can buy
convince
me sets instead.
Why would I ever do that?
To be a nice person.
Oh, you're serious?
Dang.
And that's where we're at with this new LEGO website. I think you guys talked about it when I was gone. So
we did talk about it on a prior podcast episode, but back then it was only live in, I think, Switzerland, and now it's officially rolled out everywhere, so.
we can all get it now. So basically, you just, it's a cool new redesign, very modern.
I was sick to death of the
it's
old
easy to find
style,
some-
so I'm glad they're changing
I
things
was
up a
really
little bit.
sick. Honestly, I found the other style, very kind of mid-2000s.
Yeah. It seems like they'd been using that store since I was, a child. Since Bionicle
literally,
first came out.
Since I've actually gone on to look for Bionicle back in G1, 2006, I feel like they've used the same thing.
Man,
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just misremembering it, but
I doubt it.
they definitely needed a redesign. I'm glad they did it. This year, a lot of the LEGO sites have done a lot of redesigns.
Yep.
Bricklink did the redesign. Finally.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was a long
After,
time coming.
Literally, that site looked like I went back in time to 1998. When I was 3 years old and didn't even know how to compute. That's what I envisioned the internet looking like back then. That site was pretty old. And now you go on Bricklink and whoa.
Had a lot
I
of
think
cool features, and it got a nice overhaul.
Yeah, I think it actually did another update since I've been here last. Have you been to Bricklink recently?
I haven't.
With the new?
Been there.
They did one of the new greenish kind of more modern, and then now there's this one where it's white and blue. So they've really embraced the new generation with
That's pretty awesome.
all that
The
stuff.
new generation, white and blue.
not the new generation, but the new type of thing.
Sort
You
of
click any of the
modern
categories,
style
though.
of design.
Well, it's really only the front page. If you click it has sets, parts, minifigs. You click any one of those, and it brings you to the menu, and it's kind of how the old one looked. So
Yeah, just...
Still looks better.
It looks a lot sleeker
It still looks better
and stuff.
But it's
it
still needs
looks
some work.
nicer, but it's still sort of a complicated site sometimes.
Yeah, I feel like it could be much better designed,
Brooklyn
all the way through.
confuses me. I couldn't even find black bushings when I was looking for it.
Oh my
There's just so much
gosh.
stuff on that
It is
site.
You have
not
to go to
that hard to
category and then parts.
It's not
and
that hard to
then-
use, but you can't deny that it could be a bit more user intuitive.
Yeah.
I
It just seems like
guess.
there's so many different links except for the one you actually want.
In their defense, that's probably because there's a lot of different kinds of Lego parts. Sort
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah.
So giant undertaking to try to like sort those in a way that actually like is appealing.
Well, it's not really the sorting that I have a problem with. Like, I'm fine with like this category tree thing where they just have a bunch of different types laid out. It's just finding that can sometimes be complicated if you don't immediately go to like the front page, I guess.
Yeah, and a lot of like the sellers have their own custom pages, you know, and so like if you click on them, they have like that own layout. I don't know, has that changed with Redesign actually?
I don't think I've ever seen that. They all just seem pretty uniform to me.
I got no
Was I
clue.
thinking of something else then?
Maybe you are.
Wow, Kahi. I mean, John.
No.
Wow,
Okay,
Johnny.
here, hold up.
Oh yeah, John.
I'm clicking onto one of these shops. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't
It
there
is.
used to be like I used to remember that there used to be different and they had like different colors in the background for different things. Maybe I'm misremembering how that used to look like.
I think you're crazy.
For different sellers. All right. Well, if I am crazy, then I'm sure people in the comments will let me know.
You know it.
Right now, everything's more uniform with that. So good on you.
Either way, that cake is cut.
Bricklink.
All these websites are looking good, embracing the modern era, which is always
A responsive design. I mean, we went through the thing. We designed our website.
Oh yeah,
like,
some stuff is
and we know
still
how long
in
that took.
development. But
And like we literally just have like a blog. It wasn't like a whole deal, but like we're still working and everything.
it's important to have an image that doesn't look like it's from like the early 2000s. So
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So now we got that out of the way. Anyone have anything?
Not
else you
really.
wanna share?
The redesign
Really.
looks
To be
nice.
honest.
I kind of forgot about it until now, to be honest. So,
All right, let's move right along and get to the thing that we all kind of saw this weekend, which is really cool, the Lego Ninjago clip that was released,
yes.
which is a clip from the not the movie, it's a clip from a short called, I think, Woo and the Chicken? Wait, what's it actually
I
called?
don't know what it's
Sen-
called.
The
I just-
Master.
Not, the Master. Oh, right, because he's no longer Sensei Woo, he's Master Woo.
Yup.
Right. Okay. The short, The Master, is basically showing this showdown between Master Wu and this chicken, who is voiced by Abby Jacobson, who is also playing Nia in the new upcoming movie. And Wu is voiced by Jackie Chan in this clip. Really weird, honestly. Like, straight out of the
Yeah.
gate. Kind of weird just hearing
Yeah.
Jackie Chan's voice.
It's
for
like, I'm
Wu.
so used to, like, I think it's Paul Dobson who does, like, Sensei Wu in the TV show. I'm so used to his voice because to describe it, it's sort of like smooth and almost a little bit deeper, but not like too
Right.
deep. But Jackie Chan's is a bit, I guess, shrill. It's like sharper and it like really like is jarring when you first listen to it. It's like, whoa, that's not Sensei Wu's
Listen.
original voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Asian. You can say it. It's the accent. You can
What?
say it, all right? Like, hey, it's like Jackie
What? No,
Chan.
it's like the tone of his voice. Like LJ has a
That
high
too.
pitched shrill voice too. So if you were
But,
voicing
like-
Sensei Wu, that'd be kind of weird.
I guess for me, I'm a huge Jackie Chan fan. I've seen him in a lot of films, both released in the U.S. and international. His Hong Kong films, those like the actual movies he goes to make, and he's like, his English, especially when his voice acting, it's okay. It's like, it's very key. You see Kung Fu Panda and like, monkeys given only a couple lines.
Oh, I didn't know
That's
he was in that movie.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
His English voice acting is not the best.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan, you get Jackie Chan because of his name and because of he can do all the crazy stunts and everything.
From all
He's
the
really,
five words
he's amazing when it comes to
said,
stunt
I will
work.
make my harsh claim and say that I'm not that big of a fan. But again, it's
Dang.
5 words. So
I mean, sure. I mean,
how
we have yet
much
to
of
see him in
that
the
is
movie.
actually the voice acting, and how much of it is just the culture shock of having a new voice acting?
Yeah, I think it's mostly
So-
culture shock, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
once I actually watch the movie and all that, I'll probably just get used to his voice.
Exactly.
But, like, the
You know,
first sentence is like, whoa.
Again, huge fan of Jackie Chan. Whenever he says something in English, it's always very hard for him to do. It's and I've seen him in a ton of movies, especially animated movies. It's harder for him to convey stuff. It's not his first language, and I feel like there's something that's lost in that voice acting that's not always there. But to be fair, in the last animated thing I saw him in was Kung Fu Panda, and he only had a couple lines in this. I'm assuming Master Wu will have more lines in this one as well. And he was pretty good in in Karate Kid, or the new version of the Karate Kid, or like the Kung Fu Kid.
He was good in new.
He was good in that, but like he was also that thing was like he was a guy in China who spoke English, and like so it was it was more excusable in the atmosphere that the movie is trying to portray.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Well, maybe
we'll see how it goes.
They could probably twist it that way too with Master Wu, kind of like he's a China-born man now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe he might not be from China. He might just be from the realm of
people that talk.
The realm, yeah, right, exactly.
Ninjago.
Ninjago. Oh my god.
Ninjago.
Ninjago. There it goes.
Chimjago.
Ninjago confirmed.
Wow.
The one thing I
Anyway,
did like about
There's
this
racism in
is-
there somewhere, I know.
Yes, there is. The one thing I did like about this is the added bits of realism that were in this. Like, not everything in the background and the scenery is made out of Lego this time. The ground is sand, and the background you can see like trees and grass and everything outside. The director said it was meant to emulate like you're taking your Lego set and going outside and playing with it in the backyard.
yeah. The animation in this is really pretty. I really love like the lighting and all the highlights from the sun and all that. Very pretty.
Definitely.
Yeah.
There's a point where like he does a spin, and for a split second he's like a Lego brick.
I love
Yeah.
that piece. That part,
I love
rather.
that.
The usage of that piece.
But yeah, everything. I mean, as with the Lego Movie, it's very well animated. It's definitely in the Lego Movie style, where it's meant to emulate stop motion a lot more.
Yeah.
The main thing that
Very
I've noticed
detailed.
people speaking about is that it's no longer strictly 100% Lego. There are constructs in the environments
what-
that are organic. They have like plants and clouds.
Yeah, I was just saying
and
that.
sand and stuff.
But thanks for repeating, Meso.
Wow.
Just in case.
That's the major point of controversy that I'm seeing. I think that's what
I mean,
merits
like-
the most discussion.
Controversy is, I wouldn't necessarily controversy, it's definitely discussion. I did like the fact that everything in the Lego Movie is made out of Lego bricks, but I have to admit, like, that scene of Wu, like, being tossed into the sand looks
I'm a
so
fan of
good.
that.
Oh,
I
it's
prefer
so
this
cool.
style. But I'm seeing people throw around words like lazy, like, oh, they're getting lazy, they don't want to make everything out of Lego.
I mean, it's not really
Like,
lazy. I mean, do you know how much sand they have to animate? That's
yeah,
like
that's-
No,
not
yeah.
not that good of an argument.
And it's, honestly, I don't even know if I would say lazy, because, like, it has to look photorealistic.
Exactly.
But that's the
Yeah,
thing
it's
about
like the
looking at the
opposite of
sand.
lazy.
Yeah, like it has to look like you're playing in real sand.
Yup.
As you can't just do like, I mean, they had textures on the Lego bricks, but they're all pretty stagnant models, you know? Like you could have your background is one giant model basically.
It does make me a lot more curious though what they're gonna do with this movie. Is like, is Ninjago going to be like this world set within the real world, or is it gonna be its own
I hope
world,
not.
its
I
own
hope
universe with real
Ninjago has a
world-like
deep enough
properties
mythos.
kind of
It
thrown
depends
into
on
the
how
mix?
they interpret it and in what style the movie is going to be. I hope it is a standalone realm and they don't do the whole we're toys in the human world thing.
Like,
Yeah.
what if they took
Oh
a
my
book,
gosh.
like they took a page from the original Bionicle movie book and have like a real life kid, Lloyd Garmadon, sucked into a thing, you know, and like how he's mad,
No,
he's mad at his
please.
dad
Yeah, he's mad
and
at
stuff,
his
and so his
dad
dad
for
is
being
like,
like a
he's
cool
mad at his dad.
parent.
Right. He's like, and then so then his dad's evil Lloyd Garmadon, or not Lloyd Garmadon, evil Lord Garmadon.
Yeah, Lloyd
Garmadon.
must fight his father for freedom and creativity and stuff. No, that worked once.
Maybe
for the
Lloyd's a
Lego-
teenager.
That worked
That's
once
it.
for the Lego movie. It would not work again for another spin-off of the Lego
Lloyd's
Yeah,
movie.
the
no, I
teenage
something
version of the
different.
kid from the Lego movie.
I mean, there's a clear theme of daddy issues with the Lego movies. If you think about
Oh,
it,
yes.
like President Business is the kid's dad, you know.
Yeah.
And then like Batman has no dad, but like he's the dad figure to Robin. And then like now there's a thing of like Lloyd versus his own father. There's very much this father and son back and forth that's going on with all the Lego movies. There's a theme here with that.
I get you.
So yeah,
I'm
you
just-
kinda
I get you,
getting
man.
where I'm at.
Yeah, I
I'm
know what you're
nervous
saying,
about
you know what
this
I'm saying?
movie, but I trust that since Ninjago is a big enough property, they're going to treat it with care. I feel
Yeah.
like this
I
will be
hope
people's
that,
first
like-
exposure to Ninjago as a brand, like, in the masses, because a lot of people, when Ninjago came out, I know X is one of them here, it's like, it's just too crazy, it's too ridiculous, I'm not gonna give it a chance, and they passed up on it because they thought it was just kind of, just for really younger kids, and it's just stupid stuff, like skeletons and motorcycles, ninjas spinning around, who would ever like that? That sounds dumb. And then over the years,
Bunch
it
of people.
developed a mythos and a world of its own and kind of became the next Bionicle in a sense. and this movie could change it for better or for worse. I don't
Yeah,
know.
if you
I
guys
hope that,
hadn't
like,
gotten me to
even-
watch Ninjago with you, Ninjago with you guys recently, then then I probably
probably
would
never
not
would've.
give a crap about this.
You know, watching it with you guys has really made like Ninjago that much more enjoyable.
It's a fun
Yeah,
I
experience.
binge watch-
it's made me actually want to go out and pick up some sets, which I did. I picked,
Which I did. I did as well. I got
That's
here.
awesome.
Let me show you. I'm gonna grab it down here.
I picked up.
What are you
while
doing?
you're messing up your
He's
room.
throwing stuff around. He's at a fit of rage right now.
I'm like,
Ninjago!
yeah, something fell over. Right now, all right. Basically, I got the other day. I went and I got a set that I won't name because I guess we're not talking about it this week because we've talked about it every other week. I'm gonna get one episode about talking about a certain set
yeah.
that I got for $30 that had a hero I really wanted.
How is it?
But-
Good or bad?
Oh, honestly, it's like it's so good. Like
That's
this
all that
minifigure,
matters.
Guys,
he's so great. Like I'm really glad I got this mini. This minifigure is really good. Like honestly, it's one of the best figures I've gotten. Just like overall.
All right,
honestly.
awesome.
sorry,
Let's
which
cap it
minifigure
there.
are you talking about? I
Don't
was
say it.
getting
Don't
myself
utter the word.
situated.
No.
Anyway,
it's a
back to
minifigure that's included.
Ninjago.
It's a
Okay,
certain
Oh
set
yeah,
we've
so back
talked
to
about
Ninjago.
Yeah.
I mean Ninjago.
Right.
So like,
I
picked up.
got the Dojo Showdown
Oh, nice.
yesterday. I got the Dojo Showdown because we just finished the season with the Tournament of Elements. I believe it's season 4.
It's different depending on who you ask, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Whatever
Four.
season 1 of the Tournament of Elements.
That's
in it.
season 4.
That's I mean,
I
depending
think
on who
it's
you
season
ask.
5.
Yeah, and you suck, so.
This one
Anyway,
is like,
so
alright,
yeah.
many of the masters did not get their own minifigures, and I
No,
think
they
this
did
is
not.
one of the few
Only
sets
3 of
that,
them did.
that had them. Right. I don't know who the other one was. Is it Skylar?
Griffin
Is
Turner,
Skylar the other one?
Karloff, and Skylar.
Oh, so
They're
there's
the
4 of
only
them.
ones.
Who's wait, who? Griffin? Who's Griffin?
The speed
Speed guy.
dude.
Yes,
and
okay,
then Karloff
and
is
then
Metal Man. And then
Yeah,
Skylar is the
they're
Key
both in
Orange
this one.
Ninja. So
Is she
3.
Key orange? I thought she was just like a different type of orange.
I don't know what she is. Key Orange is a different kind of orange.
so
Key
alright,
orange is
let me
more
see.
yellow than anything.
It's
Yellow
like yellowish orange.
Samantha.
It's
basically.
like
Yeah, anyway.
reddish pink.
Anyways,
I mean-
I like Karlov a lot. I felt like he was one of the better designed characters, and I also liked. I did not know his name was Griffin until
Yep.
now, but I like Griffin's design too. There were some other people that I wish. The mental guy. What's his name?
Nero.
Neuro. Master
Nero.
of the Mind.
Right, and the guy, the Master of Shadow as well.
Yeah.
I thought
His
it had
name's
really
either
cool designs.
Shade or Shadow. It's kind of a
Yeah,
weird.
something like
How
that.
clever.
shader shadow.
Yeah.
So there are. I really do wish they committed to like putting all of the masters in sets because I
Yeah.
probably would have bought a lot more.
Everyone thought they were going to be in the Temple of Air Jutsu for some reason. I believe everyone just hoped that would be the case. Like they would use that as a D2C set to just kind of jam-pack them full of minifigures
Yeah.
that hadn't been released in the show, but instead it was just like pedestrian.
Something
the
Ninjago
thing is-
should really do is have like their own side series of like the collectible minifigures because there are so many characters that aren't in like their own sets, but they have such cool designs that's like
Right.
if you're not going to put them in an actual set, can you just at least like do a small little collectible thing?
Well,
like a wave of Ninjago figures.
rumors
Yeah.
have it that your wish will be granted
Are you serious?
for the Lego Ninjago movie.
Dang it.
Well, I mean, maybe
well.
the other master builders will be like, hey. Fun fact, there is like, we see the Green Ninja in the Lego movie. In the continuity of the Lego, movie, Lloyd is already the Green Ninja. I don't know if I don't know the timing of the Ninjago movie, if it's going to take place before the Lego movie.
Or even
Or-
be in the same, realm
Well, okay.
world.
Here's
Continuity.
what I'm thinking, right? So the Lego Masters, when they appear in that scene, the Master Builders, they come from all over the place, and so the Green Ninja is actually from the Ninjago realm. And there's a short later on, release of the DVD, in which a guy does introduce Emmett to the Green Ninja, and he explicitly refers to him as Lloyd Garmadon.
Yep.
So, from what I'm to understand, it is the same continuity.
Fair
In the same way,
assessment.
there's not like a whole bunch of different Batmen, going around. There's just one Batman.
True enough.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I picked up Cole's Dragon.
Oh, yeah. See, you've mentioned this 5 times. I still can't remember what it looks like, so I'm gonna look it
It's
up right
the
now.
tiny
Yeah,
little
it's a
brown one.
little brown dragon that
Do you know what
at
it's
first,
called?
Cole's Dragon. At
Cole's
first,
track.
at first it looked really unappealing, but I picked it up because I thought I overheard Var say that he picked it up for parts. So I was like, oh, I should get that for parts too. And turned out I picked out the wrong set. He picked up Jay's Elemental Dragon. And so whatever, but I ended up sticking with Cole's Dragon. I actually built the set, and yeah, I gotta say I like it.
It's a pretty nifty looking little thing. It's got mixel joints all over the place.
It looks way better in person. Like, it's way more charming in person.
How much was it?
Justice.
Say $10.
I think like $10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, like $10.
It definitely looks like a $10 set. I couldn't see this being any more than that.
Yeah, nah. I think it was pretty worth it. I haven't picked up a Ninjago set in like forever. I think the only other Ninjago set I have is like this one with the Zane, right? The white ninja.
Yeah.
It was from the first series. It was from the first wave of Ninjago, and it was Zane and these gold wings.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was like a polybag type thing.
Yeah.
Or it was just like him with his glider.
I don't even remember why I picked that up. I think I just got it just because Ninjago had just came out, and I wanted a little taste.
Prpl, I got a problem with the set.
What's wrong?
But I'm not gonna say it because of spoilers, so I'm just gonna say, like, answer me in vague terms, why does the minifigures look like they do if it's Skybound?
I don't know, man.
It's the Skybound wave, like the pirate dude, he's whatever, and then Cole, he's whatever, but like, yeah, anyway.
Oh, wait, are they not ghosts?
Nah, it's like, there's just some inaccuracies.
Okay, I haven't seen, we finished the tournament of, the Tournament of the Masters, right? Tournament of
Elements.
Tournament of Elements. Oh, right, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
a
haven't
new
even
member in
started
this fandom.
watching Ghosts yet.
I have not, I saw one episode of Ghosts, and it was
episodes.
like, yeah, but the animation quality really stepped up with both, the tournament and with the new Ghost season.
I noticed it, like initially
really
stepped up, like in season 3 rebooted, and then it just
And
kind
it
of
only
goes up
got
from
better
there.
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, man. Tournament of Elements was too good of a
So wait,
season.
answer me this, because I was looking up a bunch of Ninjago sets the other day. When did it end, apparently?
Stone Army.
Right before rebooted.
The sets that have the final battle marketed on them are the ones where it was canceled. The ones that have Golden Lloyd on the top right corner. There were about 6 of them. There was the Garmatron tank, Temple of Light.
So there was a whole wave that was canceled?
No. It wasn't canceled. It was just initially intended to be the last wave until it got rebooted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they brought it back.
Wasn't it like the only wave that came out that year too? Or was it actually?
No,
I don't think it
Rebooted
was the
launched at
only
a
one.
weird time that year. It came out in October. The Stone Army came out in January.
So
and
there
the summer
was
sets usually release in August, so they were running a little late, but they did get it out the same year.
Oh, okay.
Technically.
Oh, that's interesting.
It was just
Because
treated more as
when I
a
was looking
winter
up
release.
Oh, I see.
Summer.
That would explain why, like, when I was looking at the list of sets, I saw only, like, a couple of sets were released that year for the final battle wave.
Yep. Rebooted had an early release, but I think it was still treated as a 2014 series.
Yeah, it was. That's why I was confused. I was like, wait, so it was canceled for, like, 6 months?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically. They brought it back quite
What the
quickly.
heck?
Well, I mean, like, it was basically a thing with, parents. A lot of parents called in upset that Ninjago was
Wasn't it
ending.
like 50,000 parents were calling per day or something?
It was some ridiculous number like
serious?
that. The outcry
It was like
real.
something crazy.
Yes. Kids loved their Ninjago. They were bummed out that it was gone.
Yep.
That's so weird because I don't even think the older sets are that appealing.
Yeah, they get better with time.
Yeah,
It's just-
especially
it's
the dragons.
crazy.
The dragons get
Then again,
so
Yeah,
much
the
you gotta
better.
dragons
keep in
are
mind is back
gross.
then it wasn't even so much the sets, but they had the whole card game, spinner,
Oh,
battle
okay,
game
yeah,
that
no, I'll
kids
give it
liked
that.
to play.
The marketing was off the charts.
Yeah. Man,
Mm.
nobody
Yeah, no,
cried, called in for Bionicle. I'm sure some people did, but not enough.
Well, how do you know it
Because we
wasn't
told them
enough?
not to.
It was just
Yeah, we called them and told them, yeah, just don't do it, please. Don't bring it back.
That's what we should do.
No.
We should start calling and be like, just let it die.
Just let it die.
Don't bring it
At this
back
point,
ever.
I'd rather just stay dead.
Yeah,
to be
I like
Wow.
Ninjago.
wow.
Don't be like that. Maybe it would
Nah,
come
I'm
back.
done.
And then
I'm
we'd be
sick
like,
of this, dude.
Honestly,
I wanna. Ever
sick
It's
of
not
the
like
limbo,
Tyler
but,
showed
like-
me anything. It's that, like, yeah, fans can do everything like I can do.
Plus, it's like, man, ever since G2 ended, I feel relieved. I feel like the shackles have finally been broken, where I don't feel so obligated to follow Bionicle anymore. That's why
I've
I
been enjoying having the freedom to delve into system and do all this other stuff that we've been doing.
Like, I never would have gone into
system.
Ninjago if freaking Bionicle didn't end again.
I mean, you really haven't gotten into Ninjago. You've gotten into Ninjago, but
Ninjago.
all things considered,
Go!
He has a point.
to be
No,
fair,
they say it like Ninjago.
I don't know.
I know, but
you need
that's
a hearing
stupid.
aid because
Yeah, but they're not the ninjas. You know what I mean? Like, they're ninjas. And the ninjas go, but they live in a world called Ninjago. It's really
See,
dumb.
that's been my logic
no,
the whole way
right.
through. Is like ninjas
To be-
go, ninja.
to be fair,
go.
like, okay, I'm on board with the show and the line being called Ninjago or Ninjago, and then like them saying that too, cool. But like the nation being named Ninjago, that's a little like
bit odd, to be honest.
yeah,
Ninjago
because
City.
okay, it's like, all right, imagine this, right? So like, imagine if everyone's cool, you know, we're doing something, but like you're also like, you know, we live in the nation of New York, and you have New York City, and then like you have the New Yorkers, you know, except the New Yorkers aren't the people.
Go!
Remember, the New Yorkers are not the people that live in the city. They're a specialized group of people who have been like missing for a really long time. There haven't been any New Yorkers for a really long time, and then they just come back and they yell New York as they create mini tornadoes and rip everything up. That's it.
Yes.
I can buy almost everything except for why is it named Ninjago? I have no idea.
I have
Doesn't
an
make any
agreement
sense.
with you there.
Also, what's also weird is how terrible the explorers in this nation are, because they always seem to miss very important secret hidden islands that are right next to them for some reason.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like
what
there's
if,
one
what
point
if there was
where
like
there's
a
like
spell cloaking the island? Because I mean, dark magic does exist in Ninjago.
sure, okay, listen.
You mean Ninjago?
Dark magic
Then?
for like the part where they're like the
Prpl.
there's so many times where they're like, oh, by the way, there's this other continent that's like super huge and it's the same size.
Well,
like
that
a
one
yin
was
and the yang
submerged
thing.
underwater, except
Okay.
for like a tiny portion sticking out,
And then there was also like Chen's island,
which could have been hidden by magic.
Chin's Island
what
wasn't a
magic?
secret. They
I
exiled
mean,
them there.
Klaus's magic.
Well, but remember they said like they haven't been able to find out any maps.
True enough.
And it's also funny too because like at one point they're like, "Oh, we aren't able to find this island on any maps," and they send a distress beacon, and Nia finds it, and Nia's driving towards them, and you can see the blinking light on an island very clearly on the thing. It's like, all right, well, where were you looking?
I don't know what was up with that. But either way, Ninjago.
So I mean, so is that part of the magic? Like magic just hides the other continents that are right next to you. Is like Ninjago the continent and Ninjago the city? Like, is there any other islands like in Bionicle, or is it just one island and all the other magic islands?
It's a good question.
I
Are
don't
there
know.
other islands in that world?
I'd imagine there would be, unless Ninjago's just pulling a Pangea. But
Let's go ask Greg.
yeah, I feel like
We can ask,
introducing an entire other continent would be kind of a
We can ask
huge
Tommy
thing
Anderson.
for Ninjago.
Actually, I mean, the thing about Ninjago, like, sure, it might be ridiculous, but you can get over that. The thing with me is the plot holes.
There are a lot of
There
plot
are a
holes.
lot of plot
Oh
holes
my
that I've been watching
gosh.
through. I'm thinking like,
Just
whoa,
wait.
how does that make
the,
sense?
The worst is yet to come. We just started Ghost.
Oh boy. There is one big one so far that really got me. I can't explain this. Is when like Lloyd is like a kid, right? And so then all the ninjas are turned into kids, and then they have like what's the ultimate weapon called? What's it
The
called?
Mega
mega
weapon.
weapon.
The mega weapon, right? And the mega weapon
Sounds
turns-
mega stupid.
It is.
So it turns them all into adults. And so now Lloyd is also an adult. And they're like, okay, well, that happened. That's weird, but sure, he just skipped puberty. Awesome. We're all cool with that? We're all cool with that. The next episode, they go back and they're like, we're going to go back in time because now time travel's around. We go back in time, destroy the mega weapon so that the mega weapon does not exist. They go back and Lloyd's like, oh, what are you guys doing? He's like, oh, we destroyed the mega weapon. And Lloyd's like, the what? And they're like, oh, I've never heard of the mega weapon. Oh, so why are you still an adult, Lloyd?
I don't know, maybe
What's up
when
with
they
that?
skipped forward in time, they just skipped to a point where Lloyd was an adult.
To be fair, yeah.
Yeah, how
the
come
mega
Nia isn't
weapon,
super
the mega
old?
weapon wasn't what turned him into
Yeah, it
An
was
adult,
like a
it
type
was
of
like
tea.
this random
but
tea
even
Yeah,
then,
the
getting
only
the tea
reason
was
that they
because of
needed
the
the tea-
mega weapon.
Yeah, it was because of the mega weapon. If they're never turning the kids in the first place,
I
they don't need to
could
grow
make
back
the
up.
argument that the time travel created an alternate circumstance or some alternate scenario that caused him to turn into an adult, but they reference the mega weapon later on.
Yeah, like the
so.
next episode, they're like, "Oh yeah, we got the mega weapon or destroyed it or whatever." It's like,
Yeah, they don't care. They have a complete and utter disregard for that arc.
Once you introduce time travel into anything, it screws
It
that
just
up.
messes with me because that was a filler arc. That was an arc in between set releases. So they could have gotten away with it being a one-off and not actually had, like, if they never brought it up again, people would forget about it. But they keep bringing it up, and they keep making it, like, integral plot points later
okay.
on. Like, the mega weapons get sent to space, they land on, like, a comet.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, man.
yeah. Honestly, when I first heard that it was like in a comment, I was like, "Whoa, that's actually really cool!" Like continuity or whatever.
Continuity.
Continuity. Yeah. Whatever.
Wow.
Yeah, you're one to talk, Kahi. John. So
I am one to talk. I'm the one that does it the most. Therefore, I can talk when other people do it.
okay. Anyway,
That's how it works.
I forgot what I was saying.
All right, don't worry. I'm sure it wasn't important. But like, yeah, the comment and everything. I'm sorry. The comment and like all that stuff was also kind of weird. Like they tried to like pull everything together, but like a lot of it doesn't make sense.
It was dumb.
And yeah, I'm like thinking they do make. I think my favorite part of Ninjago so far is the little like pieces of dialogue the side characters have, because they seem to be the most like kind of like, you know, the smartest and like kind of more adultly written parts of the show. It's like when the who's it
Terry?
Chop and Kapow.
Yeah, Kapow and Chop.
Kapow and Chop.
Moving up the ranks.
Yeah, like they had that discussion about like, you know, what is going on. Also, like in this latest episode I saw of Ninjago where the security guards are like talking and they're like, "Hey, who's your favorite ninja?" "Ah, I like Kai. He's the main one, right?" "No, I think that's Lloyd." Like, all right. All right.
Very meta.
Yep, it's so bad, dude.
Wait,
I'm Kai's #1 fan. I'm like, he's been treated wrong. Like,
Yeah, his character
Yeah, they
development has
showed
just
into the
gone
stick.
down more and more.
my
as seasons
favorite
go on.
sequence in Ninjago so far is probably when they were in Rebooted, when he was in the car and like Pixel was advising him and they were chasing down the Nindroid trucks. I felt like that was a scene where Kai got to be Kai for a little bit, and also it was just well choreographed and stuff.
I mean, yeah, Kai's like character arc and development has gone down and down. The more his hair has grown up and up.
It hasn't
Wow.
actually changed, but okay.
His hair is pretty terrible. I don't know what's up with his hair.
He's the anime protagonist.
Yeah, it's gotta be spiky.
All right. Anyhow, there you go. That's your daily Ninjago intake.
Hey, you
Or
guys
weekly
are
Ninjago
killing me
intake.
here.
All right. Are you really wanting to say Ninjago that much?
No, it's like I don't know what else to really contribute because I haven't kept up as much as you guys.
Oh, maybe
We
you should
were
just be
watching
on more, man.
I mean, I would be on more, but you guys keep getting on super late in the night.
Okay, that's true.
Okay,
No,
okay,
no,
this is the
I'm
Lego
with you.
podcast, guys.
All right, let's
But,
talk. Speaking about pushing stuff later and later and getting things done earlier and earlier, if you want to get our videos for early access, you can go to vessel.com/the TTV channel.
GG.
Vessel.com is where you can go and see a ton of creators for early access, not just us. You pay $2.99 a month or $19.99 for a year. $19.99 is the way better option. You save a lot of money that way. It is the price of a polybag or a decently sized Lego set, which is what I'm using now as my point of reference.
Amazing.
Again, Vessel.com/TTV channel. Right now, if you're listening to this on YouTube, there is an episode of the BrickFeed podcast up right now. And in fact, you can get that episode, like that, completely free. You don't need to register. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to go and enjoy it. We put it up just for you guys. So totally go check out the new episode now. Leave a comment. Tell us about how you're doing. You know, that kind of thing. We're
How you
really
doing?
looking to engage with you guys. Yeah, just how you're doing. You know?
How's the weather, fans?
What are you thinking?
Tell us.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool because we have all the fans on.
Wow.
All right, that's enough of that plug. Let's move on to some other piece of news. CNBC put out an article recently where they had an interview with Lego CFO, and he was talking about how they want to like digitize things going forward. They're wanting to integrate the traditional, you know, building bricks with some of the digital aspects. They're out, quote unquote, permeating into more and more into children's lives, unquote.
True enough.
Unquote. I said unquote twice, but it's okay. That comes from John Goodwin, who again is the CFO from Lego. And basically he refers to stuff like Nexo Nights, where they have like, the actual brick building aspect, but they also have this digital aspect you can play on the game on your mobile and tablet and that kind of thing. I played that game a bit on the launch thing at New York Comic Con last year. And Lego did report that Nexo Nights is doing very well for this year, so I'm happy to hear that. I don't do the thing of the app, to be honest. I played with the app a little bit at the beginning with the TV show and like tried getting the powers. It's a really cool concept. Personally speaking, I just find the game a little lacking, and that's because I'm an older adult and I play a lot of other video games. But for kids, I'm sure they find it super engaging. So
I don't even know what
there you
game
go.
you're referring to.
The Nexo Nights game?
I didn't even know there was
It's like,
one.
That's like their whole feature. That's literally the whole gimmick.
Really?
You scan the powers that are like in the show, and then you buy the sets, and they have the powers, and you scan them into the game, and you do stuff in the game. That's what I'm saying.
All
It would
right.
have been really cool.
What's Unity Duty Destiny? It's like what's
A dud.
masks? It's like the whole.
It would be
gimmick.
really cool if like you could do that for like when Bionicle was like in G1, where you had to collect all the masks. You could like do the same thing and
Spinjitzu?
capture
I
all the
didn't even know
masks.
that was a thing.
Well, I mean, nowadays they barely use it, so.
Fair enough.
They're not even referenced in the new movie. Like,
Yeah.
you look at any of the summaries, there's no mention of Spinjitzu at all.
You're
From
right.
what you would be able to
wow.
tell, they're just fighting in mechs. So,
Quite right.
there you go. But yeah, that's so, I don't know,
I'm
if you
glad
guys
it's
have
performing
tried
well.
anything? Have you
That's
guys tried
about-
anything with the Nexo Nights or like the digital integration? Or like, what was that other like thing Lego did a while ago where you could like build a set
Wasn't it
and
like
they would like import
George's
it
World
into
or
your...
something?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know how well that turned
Life
out.
of George or something.
The Life of George, like, it seemed like a cool concept that not a lot of people bought into. I haven't heard anything from that.
Yeah, I heard like the initial announcement and literally nothing else afterwards. I don't even know if it's like still around.
Nope, it's gone forever. It died.
Gone forever.
Gone forever. So.
What's
Anyway.
next?
There we go. That's next. The last thing we have is actually an article that just came out today and is making the rounds quite a bit. The Verge posted as an article about Lego and their kind of being really popular. In fact, it's too popular for its own good. Lego basically had to scale back a lot of the marketing and stuff it did for a lot of lines earlier this year because it's their demand for sets is so high they don't have factory space enough to work with it. And that comes from, again, the Verge and I think some stuff on the Wall Street Journal as well. Basically, Lego's so popular right now, they don't have enough factories to meet the demand in North America. And so they're kind of like, they kind of scaled back what they were doing just so they wouldn't be over-flooded with stuff. It would explain why stuff like certain sets are not available right now. I've seen a lot of sets go out of sale this year, including one that I had to hide in order to get, which you can see on my Twitter. I'm not going to tell you which one it is because I just
The
don't talk about
vague
this.
set. People are gonna get triggered if we mention its name.
Mentioned what?
Nothing. What do you guys think about like this new development in which Lego has kind of been too popular for its own good?
I think that's really funny because I never would have thought of this sort of situation where it's like, oh man, I hope Lego's doing okay. Cause that's always been my
Yeah,
thing.
it's
Like,
like-
I hope Lego's doing okay. I hope they're selling well. Cause like, I see a bunch of sets on clearance and I'm like, oh no, it's not working out or this and that. What lines are getting canceled? No, it turns out, okay, Lego's doing too good.
Lines are literally getting pulled from store shelves. They're not going to be produced in order to make it to some areas of the world. And it's interesting now that we have this new information and we're like, okay, so that's interesting then. It's interesting how it all turned out. Definitely, we've seen a lot of stuff happen this year. The fact that they aren't able to supply everything in the Americas makes a lot of sense to me. Cause I've seen, it's surprising to me how many, sets I can't find, that just came out. Kind of crazy.
And at first it's like, you'd instantly think, oh, they're out of stock. People have, they're not buying, retailers aren't stocking up on these things. No, they have stocked up. People are just buying them left and right. Like, they are getting to them, snatching them up and all that. They're selling. And
It's
it's
interesting
just
to note
funny.
too Lego is expanding expanding some of their existing factories and building some new ones. I believe that they are constructing a new factory in China, which is going to open next year. They're expanding ones in Hungary.
It's Hungary.
I was sure it was Hungary, but I was like, that sounds exactly like the word. Maybe it's
No,
supposed to be something
Hungary
else.
is the word. Hungary is the country. Hungarian is someone from the country.
I'm hungry.
Thank you, Prpl.
Hi, Hungary and Prpl.
Hello.
There's also
Hello.
There's a final factory being expanded on in Mexico, which is going to supply, I think, this side of the world, North and South America,
Very nice.
a bit more. It's saying that they hired a additional 3,500 employees. So
Well, that's pretty awesome.
way to go, Lego.
That
There
should
you
help,
go.
hopefully. These two good problems. I don't know what you'd call this.
It's like, yeah, we're going so fast we can't meet demand. It's kind of a great problem to have.
Yeah, I guess out of the
Until,
list
like-
of problems you could have.
Until the demand, crashes. And then you're like, oh, we need people to demand
The
stuff.
great Lego crash of 2017. Prepare for the worst.
I mean,
Gonna
the thing
happen.
with Lego now is that we've gotten to the point where it's the perfect time for Lego, where you have a lot of people who are floating around AFOL culture. I mean, AFOL culture has existed for a long time, but right now is I feel like the time where a lot of people are more open about it. There's a lot more adults now who grew up with Lego in the 80s and the 90s, and because of the internet are able to keep up with each other and do all this stuff and plan conventions and do all these new things. And then now they're
definitely.
also having kids, and they're bringing the kids up. And for kids now, nerd culture is kind of the new cool. Right now, the biggest things in pop culture are superheroes, comic books, and video games. Lego is getting, a lot of attention from this. The Lego movies have done really well, and as soon as parents watch them, they go back and they buy all the sets.
You know it.
And I mean, Lego Batman is coming out next year. That's the perfect.
That's gonna be
That's going to be
ridiculous.
huge. I'm actually kind of worried because they're doing all these things right now to scale up the production for the sets. Lego Batman is going to see such a boom in how many sets that sells. Because Batman already sells a ton of sets.
Yeah.
Superheroes already sell a ton of sets. The movie is not just going to be kind of kids fair movie. It's going to be packed with a lot of great humor, but also a lot of references to for comic fans,
Yep,
even
it
long
will
fans of the
appeal
character.
to everyone.
I'm so excited for this movie because it feels like it's tailor-made for me. It's as parody, satire, but a loving look at the entirety of Batman history, which I've grown up with and I love, and it's gonna be amazing to see
Lego
that.
and it's Batman. It's perfect.
It's gonna be crazy. Can you believe the sets being gone like that?
They gotta make sure they can
they're gonna
handle the
snatch 'em
stock,
up.
I guess.
And all the new Arkham Asylum, well, I think is going to be coming out or something like that. There's going to be there's going to be a lot of bigger all the villains basically in the movie are going to be in some sets or something. Actually, I don't know if that Arkham Asylum thing was the right deal, so don't quote me on that. I'm redacting that statement.
Misinformation.
Yeah,
Misinformation.
no. I'm claiming it right now. No, there's no misinformation here. We're going back. We did see all these cool builds in the trailer that were shown of the villains. Very
Truth.
famous Batman villains. A lot of different designs given to them. Really excited to see how they turn out.
Quite right.
All right.
So, how's it going, guys?
Pretty
tired.
cool, I guess. Yeah. I think everybody
Yeah, I
here
know.
is tired. I think today's just been tiring. Oh, dude, so I've been rearranging my room these past 2 days, right? And
Okay.
I accidentally dropped a couple of sets,
Oh no.
and it made me so upset.
Did anything get broken or damaged?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
not damaged, but two sets came apart. Luckily, they weren't big. It was the one of the old Avengers sets with Loki trapped in the little thing and stuff that fell. And then one of the Age of Ultron vehicles fell, and another thing fell. It's not Lego, but I'll mention it anyway. It was this big Mega Bloks Halo
Mega
vehicle.
Blocks?
Yeah.
You traitor.
Hey, until Lego makes Halo stuff, it is what it is. But
Right.
yeah, I had
talk about that for a second.
I had the countdown set. The big.
Yeah, countdown.
For those who don't know, it's a set with a big rocket ship in the middle. The rocket ship fell, and luckily it didn't break into a billion pieces. It was easily fixable. But man, the heart attacks everywhere were real.
Yeah.
I was just
Makes a lot of
hearing
sense.
sets fall one at a time. I'm like, no, please, no.
When you started this discussion, I was just like wondering if you were gonna say, "Oh, I dropped tanker truck take." I didn't mean to say it. I said the thing.
Speaking of tanker truck
ruined your
takedown,
own joke. Okay, now that it's been broken, how great is that set, though?
Oh my god.
it's great.
now,
Like I
right?
heard you finally got it.
Okay, so here's the deal, right? Last week I was like, it was last week. I went to Toys R Us and I found that they just got, like, they have not had tanker truck takedown in my area for the last week. They get a new shipment on Tuesday. I go on Tuesday and I'm like, whoa, there it is. I don't know when they're going to get a new shipment. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't get my paycheck for another week. I'm going to take one. I'm going to hide it. And I hid it behind like a kid's coloring book section. Cause I'm like, what are kids not going to buy it or look at Toys R Us? It's going to be coloring books, right? Because what kind of kid goes to Toys R Us? It's like, oh, that coloring book. That's what I'm interested in. Yeah, but like, I'm not counting on parents. I'm counting on like kids not seeing a Lego set behind it. I hid it in like the section of Toys R Us that basically doesn't get restocked that often, so that employees won't go like behind there and be like, oh, this is in the wrong place, and put it back on the shelf. Well, yesterday, got my paycheck, went to Toys R Us. Great call, because I go to the tanker truck takedown and it is empty. You can't find it anywhere. And so I instead ran to the place where I hid the set, and there it was.
Good effort.
Perfect, ready for me to buy. I put it on Twitter, you can see my video.
You did good, Kai.
But like, man, this set is so good. I'm really like happy with the set. More than like I thought I would be. I'm happy with the truck. I did not expect to be happy with the truck. I thought the truck looked really lame on both promotional imagery and on the box.
Truck, you know.
I thought, well, it's $30. I'm getting 4 minifigures, 3 I don't have, and they're all really good minifigures. There's the Vision, there's Spider-Man, there's Hawkeye. I'm like, you know what? I'm getting it basically for the minifigures and, you know, kind of some extra Lego parts.
Right.
But the truck is actually a really good build. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun little build. Like it looks kind of neat out of the box, but yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think the photos do it justice. It is kind of, the function is actually really cool. I did not realize that like everything folded in so neatly and it looked, you know, kind of had a nice look to it. I don't know why it has Roxxon on the front. I kind of wish that they did have a Jessica Jones minifigure that I could have, so I could like put her right in front of that truck so it could explode and give her superpowers. But unfortunately not. That being said, all the minifigures in it are really cool. I love the Hawkeye. Hawkeye looks awesome. Vision looks amazing. And of course, Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
why.
Spider-Man is a
It's
thing.
like they made this especially for me. A cheap, affordable set with the best minifigure to come out of the Civil War.
Very nice. I'm glad that everyone has finally procured it. Who wants?
I mean, it's like the red, for one, they got it right. They did blue printing on red instead of red printing on a blue torso. Because whenever you print red on blue, it comes out looking pink. And this one, if you, I'm looking at the minifigure right now, the tone matches up with the blue. Because when you print the blue and the red, the dark blue kind of keeps its color. And I'm looking at it right now, and you can't tell that it's a decal on top of it. It's really, really
fair
well
enough.
done. The two tones on the leg, great. The printed arms are amazing. I can't talk more about this set than I already have.
I'm sure we could. I'm sure we'll talk about it next week. Much to the eye
and
of
the week
our
after that. This set is timeless, man.
Honestly, how can you talk about this one set for several weeks straight?
Like
I honestly do not understand it at all.
I know you're new here, but we're from the Bionicle fandom. Like honestly, we spent 4 years.
Dead toy line 5 years
podcasting while it was gone. We have a habit of talking about stuff over and over and over and over.
We literally started the 5-year gap when Bionicle was dead, and we did a Bionicle podcast. And we should not have come this far. That's
we
like,
we shouldn't have done that. Like a long time ago.
We should have been like 2 years ago. We should have been like, well, that's it, guys. We're done.
I just realized something. Original Bionicle lasted about 10 years, right?
It did.
Right.
And during the time that we started the podcast, you know, we've been talking about Bionicle and stuff after it died for like 5 years.
Yes.
We talked about Bionicle while it was gone for half of the time that it was alive.
You're right, huh? That's how that works.
We honestly did. And now we're continuing to talk about it a little more.
How our BrickFeed fans feel about Tanker Truck are how our Bionicle fans feel about Liwa versus Lua debates. Like,
I saw
one,
those
like,
comments
recently on episode 211, and it's like, how many times?
By the way, shout out to Shadiger and Elira. Really great people. love hanging out with him. You should check out that episode if you just want to have some cool discussion about stuff.
I'm trying to think if there's any other interesting system news to talk about this week, but nothing's really coming to mind.
Honestly, this was kind of a dry week. It happens.
There are
from time to time.
some rumblings, like we have addressed several times in the past, but nothing concrete is known that Ninjago Day of the Departed, which is premiering soon, will not actually be a full-fledged season of the TV show, but rather a special of some kind, like an hour-long special.
Okay, it's just so we're clear. After Ghost, is there one more?
There's one more.
Is that the last season?
Skybound.
Skybound. Okay, not Airjitsu. Airjitsu is what they use.
We are currently watching the second.
The Airjitsu Temple is technically in the Ghost season.
Technically, yes.
Okay, awesome. That makes a lot of sense.
So, Day of the Departed is the most recent, the most recent wave of sets, and the TV special season, whatever, will be premiering in, what was it, October? I think it was October?
Yeah, something like October 29th or something like that.
Something like that. So either way, we're gonna know pretty soon, but I'm holding out hope that it's a full-fledged season.
It would be really nice to keep up with Ninjago, just so far, basically. Cause I did a bit rebooted, I was for some of the coverages I was on there, but I have not,
Yeah, I said
remember?
You were.
Yeah, okay, yeah, cool. And so, it would be cool now that we're all watching Ninjago. It's everyone here, plus Var and LJ.
Yep. Some of us have already seen it, some of us have not, but we're getting educated before the new wave and whatnot.
Right. So, basically, it would be nice to have a coverage, show that has all of this on. Cause it's been primarily you and LJ for the longest
Prpl
time.
So
now it would be kind of
boring.
Yeah, right? Man, you can listen to those guys talk about stuff like the Modanui online game and the Void Nui
I liked it.
People watched our Chima coverages, never even watched the show, so, get wrecked.
Yeah.
That's true. But I was on the Chima coverages.
You bailed out for an entire season.
I was on a lot.
Only one or two.
I did bail out for season 2, but I was on for season 1 and season 3.
Fair enough.
So, 2 out of 3, not that bad, My aim's a little good. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun I'm hoping it's a season that we can all, talk about and, watch every week.
Yeah, me too.
We need to schedule a time where we sit down and watch Ninjago once it's we're all caught up and the new episodes are coming out. We need to actually do that because we know there will be another season of something at some point, right? So we should actually schedule that and get that ball rolling. It'll be nice to have another discussion based extra thing on our channel. Get that Ninjago numbers.
Of course. Honestly, I think we're about at the end of our rope here. To be honest.
That's basically all we have to talk about. So real quick, I'd like to encourage you guys to go on the TTV Message Boards, which is board.ttvchannel.com, and you can go and discuss there with all sorts of other TTV fans and Lego and
finally
other
fixed
sort
their
of
board
fandoms,
errors.
Ninjago and Bionicle. We did. Those are finally gone. Thank goodness. We were able to get all that fixed and ready to go. Now you can go and discuss your heart's content. So that's been really fun. Join We Run It so that you don't run into any issues there. We're kind of I don't know what to say. You don't have to pay for anything.
Just go post. Have a fun time.
Yeah, it's the price of an experience.
Submit some system mocks to our Lego Creations subforum because Vin's going to be reviewing some
I'd actually like to see more
system
system
mocks
mock.
at some point soon. So, hey.
Yeah, I'd really like to see more of that. And I right now, I guess the latest thing might be. I used to talk about TTV, the Makuta contest. So stay tuned for that. TTV gets released on Monday. Is Monday on YouTube, and also Monday earlier on Meso. So you can go and check that out. And right now, I think BrickFeed gets released on Saturday. Am I correct?
Yep.
All right. So you just have to wait 2 more days to get some more great podcast material from us.
Quite right.
But yeah, thanks for listening in. Again, this has been episode 18. Thanks for listening, and hope to see you again next week. I'm John.
I'm Meso.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Prpl.
And this has, again, been the TTV BrickFeed Podcast. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And good luck.
Wow.